I am delighted to be joined by Reb today. Reb, thank you so much for joining us from hopefully a sunny France. Maybe. Reb, you are speaking at the in-person part of the NLP conference this year, and your topic is weapons of mass distraction and the multitasking myth. Really a topic very close to my own heart, dare I say. So please do, Reb Veale, I just calling you Reb Veale, please do tell us a little bit more about yourself and your presentation.
Oh, hi. It's such a pleasure. I am delighted beyond words to be speaking again at the NLP conference, and particularly in person. I get a chance to meet so many people and listen to so many other people and learn from their sessions. In terms of me, I'm an NLP master trainer. I'm lucky enough to be ANLP ambassador for France. I have been in NLP a few years now, and I'm also an MBIT trainer. So for those of you that haven't yet heard about MBIT, it's multiple brain integration techniques, otherwise known as M-braining, or the science behind the ancient wisdom of how we have multiple intelligences, our head, our heart, and our gut. And aside from those things, I also have a background as an occupational psychologist, HR, and learning and development professional. I was trained in psychotherapy, and I'm a grandma, or a yaya, Greek for grandma. And I'm lucky enough to now live in a building site in France, living the dream, which was a well-formed outcome through NLP and a very aligned decision through M-braining. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Wonderful.
In terms of the topic, it is very NLP and very MBIT, as tends to be my interest these days. And it really arose out of personal experience. I was finding that no matter the harder I worked, and the more to-do lists I wrote, suddenly I was having less time, and I was feeling constantly, if I'm honest, exhausted, pulled in different directions. And I thought, hang on a minute, I know NLP and MBIT. How can this be? So I sat down and I started reading some books and doing some research, particularly in academia, and I found out, oh, this multitasking thing as a myth is actually a thing. There are other people other than me just suspecting this. There's people who've researched it, and it really comes out of a few things that are common sense that most of us in our quiet moments feel we know to be true. But also it comes out of a neurological and social psychological basis as well.
Right.
So what I'm aiming to do in this session is bring some of the evidence, if you like, that underpins our very shared experience.
Yeah.
However, particularly to bring a bit of fun around it, and also to put it into very practical terms with a few exercises that can help us as NLPers and MBITers, if that was a thing, to support our clients better. Because in the 21st century, particularly in 2024, this is a thing. We're living in what apparently is called the attention economy, where
Okay.
everything is seeking to grab your attention left, right, and center.
Yeah.
And of course, we've only got each 168 hours, fact, to go around. So how we and our clients choose to spend that, how, not necessarily just where or when, is pretty important. So there'll be some really practical tools, some pairs exercises, a lot of fun to really have some palpable and tangible takeaways. So I'm aiming for it to be a session well spent so that people go away feeling empowered and very present.
Wonderful. I'm so looking forward to this. I think you've actually already answered my second question about the practical learnings that delegates will take away from your session. So unless you've got anything else to add to that, we could just skip straight to the next question, which is there anything that delegates can do before your session to prepare themselves so that they can have a deeper understanding or a deeper experience during your session?
That's a fantastic question. And I guess it's really noticing. No judgment. We know in NLP, the only rules we have are nothing's right, nothing's wrong.
Mm,
It's not good, it's not bad.
mm,
So just noticing, really heightening that sensory acuity around, okay, how am I spending my time? What is seeking or taking my attention?
mm,
So perhaps in the days or couple of weeks before the in-person conference, really just noticing on just take an hour or two of your day and noticing, so how many bings, dings, pings and pongs are there from my phone, from, the little email message envelope that pops up to say you have mail. It's effectively saying, come look at me. So just notice, do you have the television on in the background
mm.
while you're reading a book? And the world's worst, I do Duolingo, which is a language learning app.
Me too.
And I noticed that last night, while I was thinking about meeting you today for this interview, I had the television on in the background, but on silent while I was doing my language learning.
Right.
Well, there's a case in point.
Yeah.
So just notice what's calling your attention before you come to the session. Because if that's true for me and for you and for people listening,
Yeah.
it might be true for our clients as well.
Absolutely. I think it's a topic that's been close to my heart for many years, and I'm still seeking the answers to some of it. I
All
hone
of
in
us
and
are.
get a little better. Oh, brilliant. So, Reb, what inspired you to want to present at the NLP conference?
Ah, I know I've said to you before, and I think I've put on public record, it is the first event every single year that goes straight in my diary. Soon as I know the dates, and it's usually slightly more than a year in advance, they go in my diary and other things get fitted in around that, as it were.
Oh, hmm,
Not just because it is the premier NLP professional event of the calendar every year, but also just the rich learning experience, the vibrant social environment, and to be in person, to not only meet people, and I love meeting people in the virtual environment as well.
yeah.
That's getting better also each year. But really, I'm a hugger. So getting to see people, to get a feel
Mm,
for, so what's going on for them, what's really being successful in their working life, just having a chat and catch up with people. It is such a vibrant buzz. Um, yeah, so the chance to meet people and be there again is just an absolute joy. So as soon as the opportunity to submit a proposal for a presentation opens, as it were,
mm.
I'm there because I desperately would love to be there. And even if I wasn't presenting, to be fair, I would still be there to learn from other people's presentations and just soak it up like a sponge.
And just holding a light to this, that you are one of our exhibitors at the conference as well, and you do exhibit year on year. You've been a faithful exhibitor year on year. So for those attending, not only can they attend your presentation, they can actually come and talk to you as an exhibitor, which is wonderful.
They can, and I'm lucky enough to be exhibiting sort of on behalf of both Inopta, so the Inopta NLP trainers training, and also Embraining, and really representing a whole load of MBIT trainers, not only just in the UK, but globally around the world as well, and being able to signpost participants to any of them. Um, so really, really lucky in that respect, and looking forward to all of those rich conversations.
Yes, absolutely. And Zoom does many things very well, but it doesn't do hugs.
Correct.
So to remind people watching, Reb is presenting at the in-person NLP conference on Sunday, the 12th of May at 9 a.m, nice and bright and early, BST. We will be live streaming that as well. And your topic, Reb, is weapons of mass distraction and the multitasking myth. So already looking forward to that and looking forward to seeing you and getting a hug in May.
Me too. I can't wait to share some of the impacts of this particular topic that's close to my heart, as well as some of the practical things that we can do to make it just a little bit better for ourselves and for our clients as well.
Amen to that.